Does something about your body make you unhappy when you look in the mirror? Are you considering undergoing some body enhancements? Cosmetic surgery isn't just for the rich and famous anymore. These days body image is something everyone is aware of. And, if you're not happy, your self-confidence will suffer, and you'll experience low self-esteem. Even a small cosmetic procedure could quite literally change the way you feel about life. Cosmetic surgery doesn't have to be too expensive, or involve a long period of recovery. Our specialist cosmetic surgeons can work within your budget, eliminate the pain, and minimize your recovery time. Whatever procedure you're considering, our professionally trained and highly experienced cosmetic surgeons use the latest life-changing techniques, which are safe and effective, and more affordable than ever before. We have hundreds of satisfied clients who have already turned to us to give them the body they were dreaming of, and you could become one of them. Contact us today. Here is Rosemary's story, who had gastric sleeve surgery at our hospital in Le Havre in France in 2013. This is Rosemary's story in her own words. For me, Christmas Day 2012 was the day my life changed. Better than any Christmas present, I came upon Tullia law. Feeling at the lowest ebb, Tullia gave me hope. My life was on a downward spiral, and I felt I had nothing to live for. In fact, I had to face the reality that if I did not take drastic action soon, my future, long or short term, would be grim. I was very, very overweight. Bariatric surgery. I was very apprehensive about taking that route. I had read every diet book, and tried every diet. Nothing worked, not for long anyway. Should I spend money looking for a remedy? Should I, trust a lady whom I'd never met with a considerable amount of my money? Would I be able to cope in a hospital where I could not speak the language? What if it all went wrong? Procrastination is a thief of time. I just had to get on and do what I had to do, no more dithering. The wheels were soon in motion once I had made my decision, and I had told Tullia that I wanted to come to France to have sleeve gastrectomy. Looking back now, making that decision was the hardest part of the whole process, but is one that I shall never regret. I was a classic candidate for developing diabetes. I had breathing difficulties and my mobility was poor. I needed help in order to manage my daily life, and I was registered disabled. Things could not get much worse at the very time I had begun retirement, and should have been looking forward to a life without work, and all the stresses which went with that. Within weeks of having gastric sleeve surgery, I felt like a different person. The weight dropped off me. I was able to take back my independence. I no longer felt so depressed. I could walk more comfortably without feeling pain and becoming breathless. I began to enjoy life again the more weight I lost. I managed to lose 7 stone. I was able to start making plans for my future. Tullia tracked my progress, and continued to encourage me. This, together with comments from family and friends, indicating that they could see a change in me, spurred me on. In the past, when they said that I was looking well, I took it as a euphemism for, "You've put more weight on." From time to time, my weight fluctuated. Sometimes my weight went up, sometimes I didn't lose any. I became very disheartened, but somehow I managed to keep going. I have managed to lose 7 stone, and I am working on losing more. It is a lifelong project. I can go out to restaurants with family and friends, and I'm happy to just have one course. I will often take a doggy bag home too. I know how much I can comfortably eat before I get the warning signs to say, "That's enough." It took a while for friends to understand that I am quite happy to stop after the first course, whilst they go on to each of the next 3 or 4 courses. My life has changed in other ways too. I love traveling, but I was able to do less and less of it when my health deteriorated due to weight issues. Since gastric sleeve gastrectomy, I can't wait to plan my next trip. I have been to China and managed to walk along a section of the Great Wall, despite the high steps which had to be negotiated. I was able to go on my very first cruise, and went to Chile, Argentina, and Uruguay. Reaching the southern tip of South America, I realized that I was only 200 miles from the South Pole. I was determined to go there. Last Christmas I went on an expedition ship down to Antarctica. What a fantastic experience that was. To fully appreciate this amazing place, we needed to leave the ship and get into zodiacs. Now that would have been an impossibility before I had my gastric sleeve. There was food, plenty of it, on board the expedition ship. You couldn't get away from it. It was not a problem for me though. In fact, I managed to lose weight. I have already booked to go on an expedition to the Arctic in the coming year, and again I will need to be able to get into zodiacs if I am to appreciate exploring Greenland, Iceland and Svalbard right inside the Arctic Circle. After that, there are still plenty of places on my to-do list. Now I am also able to really enjoy my voluntary work. I can't believe how good life can be now that so many opportunities are within my reach. However, my retirement is not one big round of constant traveling. I am very involved with the local hospice. Much of my week is taken up with either taking patients to and from the day center, or giving people support in their own homes. I am helping people who are at the end of their lives. They may have severe breathing difficulties, or mobility problems, the very problems that I once had. Except that in my case, these problems were self-inflicted. I really enjoy my voluntary work. It is such a rewarding job. It gives me great pleasure knowing that I can help to make others' lives a little easier. None of this would I have ever been able to contemplate before losing all this weight. I shall forever be grateful to Tullia and of course Dr. B and his team. For those who are considering weight loss surgery, you need not be worried about taking such an important step. The NHS has never really got to grips with bariatric surgery, and with all the cutbacks etc., it is unlikely that it will get up to speed in the foreseeable future to make these life-saving procedures more readily available. Rosemary, Sussex. This was my story. Rosemary had gastric sleeve surgery in 2013, and lost an amazing 7 stones. This story is one of many which we receive each year, from people for whom we have helped to lose weight, following surgery at this hospital in Le Havre, in Normandy, northern France. Let us help you to start your weight loss journey. Gastric sleeve surgery in France from £5,500. We have inclusive packages. You and a companion stay in a 4-star hotel bed and breakfast. Limousine transfer from Paris to your hotel. Taxis to and from the hospital. Consultants and anaesthetist fees. All hospital and surgery costs included. Pre- and post-operative diet plans. Save up to 40% on UK prices. Gastric sleeve surgery in France. From only £5,500. Contact us today for a free initial consultation. Call 0033 6865 67031 or visit our website at gastricbandfrance.co.uk.